All right, you recording?
Yep.
All right, me too. We're back. We're back in a big way.
That's right. After show.
The show after the show. So I've been watching a lot of television lately because I've realized that my job just doesn't require my full attention. So I've been kind of getting into television for the first time in honestly a long time. So did I ever talk to you after I finished Sopranos?
I don't know if we had a formal conversation about it. I mean, it's a great show. I mean,
We talked about it a lot on the after show, but I did finish it and nothing but great things to say. I can see why people were frustrated by the ending
especially if you've been watching it for a very, very long
for
time.
like years. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it helped that like I knew how the ending was going to be. Like I knew a lot about the ending. So it didn't affect me as much. I think it's still a good ending. But I can understand why people might be frustrated by the ending because
Yeah.
there's no real sense of closure,
Yeah.
despite the fact that they kill almost everybody in those last few episodes. Like
Right.
they're just killing left and right,
Yeah.
which I found right, people that have been, surviving for like 6 seasons just suddenly like they just
Just getting domed.
slaughter all of
Yeah.
them. But I think the ending was fine. I think it was intriguing, and I understand why people like didn't love the ending. And
Yeah.
there's kind of this like weird sort of like lack of closure in it. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm fine with that. I'm okay with it. It's no big
Yeah.
deal.
I feel you. It's a good show.
Yeah, it's pretty all right. And I also watched I got through all of Breaking Bad. So I just
Yeah.
finished it like 2 days ago.
I finished it not too long ago as well for like the second time through. And yeah,
It's good.
it's a good show. Yeah. That has a very satisfying ending, I will say.
Yes. Yeah. It was just a real good sense of closure. Like everything just kind of wraps up itself nicely. Have you watched the movie?
No, not yet, but we intend to soon. Have you?
No, I haven't watched yet. I'm watching Better Call Saul. So I just watched the first episode of that.
Yeah, we started watching that show too a little while ago, but we haven't. We kind of stopped watching it. I thought it was all right.
Yeah, I mean, I've only seen the first episode, and I'm not really all that impressed so far. I mean, I love, like, me and you talked about this earlier, but I think Bob Odenkirk is definitely the most intriguing character in Breaking Bad. So I understand why they did it, but again, I've only seen the first episode, so it's too early for me to give a true opinion on it. And I'll probably watch all of it because again, I gotta watch something. But I'm not impressed yet. So we're still really early. So maybe some later seasons will get better. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah,
What have you been watching, Andrew?
I don't watch a lot of TV. I mean, yeah, we watched Breaking Bad, which was fun to watch, and I'm trying to think what other television, if any television, I've been watching. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head. I don't really watch television very much. Like I said, I've had like kind of like a dip in my movie watching, but I've been picking it back up the past few weeks or so. Like for preparing for the episode, I watched like four other Kitano movies. All of them are kind of like Yakuza cop related, and I would recommend them all, honestly. Like his first film, Violent Cop, is like a really good debut film. Very violent. It might be a detriment, but some people might like it a lot. But like I think his style is very, very like on display in this movie to the point where it might kind of take you out of it. So a lot of like very short scenes that just start and then end out of nowhere, and very quick violence. And I think there's a little bit less heart in it, but it's still a very good movie and very tragic movie. His other film, Boiling Point, which he came out later, I liked a little bit less, but it was still good. Kitano plays like a very weird character in it that isn't really like the main character of the movie, but he plays like an insane like Yakuza guy who's not like a Yakuza anymore, but he acts like one, and he acts crazy. He does crazy ass shit. Like he just loses his mind in that movie, and it's a good looking movie. So I've noticed that I think Kitano likes sports a lot. So like Boiling Point has like a lot of like baseball stuff in it. And I know some of his other movies, like he has a movie that has like boxing in it. He has like a movie that has like there's another sport. Oh, surfing. He has a movie that's like about surfing. So I think he likes sports a lot. But I think the best like Kitano movie that I watched that might be even a little bit better than Hanabi is a Sonatine, which is like you were talking about how like Fireworks doesn't have like a lot of action in it. Sonatine has a lot of action. It's very violent, but it still kind of has the same like just kind of it kind of has the same trajectory as Fireworks does, where there's like a crazy ass beginning, and then there's this kind of portion in the movie where they're just kind of chilling and hanging out. That has kind of like all these like weird stuff going on. Great music, looks great, variety of different like locations, but it's way more violent. It's way more brutal. Guns, explosions, car chase shit. Like it's just like a really good movie. I like Fireworks a lot. It's great. But I think I like Sonatine a little bit more. I think there's something a little bit more dark about it. Fireworks is a little bit more light, which I like. I don't know. They're both kind of, they're sort of end to end. You know, they're kind of like right up against each other, sort of. The only other Kitano movie that I watched was a very weird one called Brother. It's a movie where Kitano, he has to leave Japan, so he goes to LA where his like little brother is, and he builds like a drug empire with his brother. But it's in Los Angeles, so Kitano like directed a movie in which there are like English speakers in it.
Is it a Japanese speaking movie or is it English?
It's both. It's both.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, like everybody, you know, there are characters in it that speak Japanese, and there are characters in it that don't speak Japanese. It features the famous African American actor Omar Epps, who's been in like in a number of movies. But I don't know. I liked it. It's a good movie. It's really nice. Honestly, it's a very propulsive movie. It's very diverse. You know, like you kind of basically have every type of person in it. It's pretty violent. It's pretty funny. You know, there are moments where people are hanging out. You know, like a typical Kitano movie. I recommend it. It might be my least favorite that I've watched, but it's still like really good. It's really really good. I recommend that one for sure.
I thought Fireworks was great, so I'd love to get into more of his stuff. And I'm definitely gonna check out Sonatine. That sounds incredible. But his other films sound great too.
Yep.
I
He has a very diverse group. I mean, you know, he's made like comedies. He's made like, you know, these of course these crime Yakuza cop movies, but he's also made, I think, like coming of age movies and dramas and romance movies. And, you know, he's got a pretty wide gamut of stuff.
I love it. I'm excited to get into it. I think it'll be fun. I went to the movies on Thursday. Went to a movie theater. It'd been a let me see, when's the last time I went to a movie theater? Oh, I guess it hadn't been that long. It'd been like no, it'd been almost a month since I had gone to a movie theater. So I saw the Banshees of Inisherin.
Nice. One of your favorite directors, I believe.
I do like Martin McDonagh a lot. I loved In Bruges. That was kind of one of my when I was first getting into like watching films. In Bruges was very kind of early influential film. I like Seven Psychopaths. Three Billboards is okay. It's probably his weakest film, but you know it's still enjoyable. I think this film is definitely his darkest film by far. You know, his films always kind of have like a dark tint to it, but there's kind of like a almost a silliness that underlies all of it. This one is just it's really dark and it's not a happy. It's a pretty depressing film. I mean, absolutely incredible performance from everyone involved. I mean, Colin Farrell is incredible, and so is Brendan Gleeson. Incredibly small cast. There's only like 10 people in this film, and it's like just a super low key, probably pretty low budget film. I mean, it's basically just like this island off of Ireland in like 1923, and Colin Farrell and Brendan Gleeson just kind of have at it. It's arguably the most Irish film I've ever seen. Like they all have those like super thick Irish accents and Irish dialects. So they say like feckin' and they say like so after every sentence. It takes a minute to kind of get into because it's almost as a dialect you're almost outside of English. So there can be moments that are kind of like hard to figure out what they're saying because it's just like a lot, especially because it's also a period piece. So it's like 1923 Irish slang, but it's a very beautiful film. I mean, I think anytime you shoot anything in Ireland, it's just gonna look beautiful because it's just like it's a beautiful area, so it's hard for it not to look
Yeah,
beautiful.
it's looking good.
Great performances overall, especially because they're not given, I mean, other than, dialogue, they're really not given a whole lot to work with. And just a really depressing film about, this idea of, what it means to be great versus like what it means to be nice, and kind of these juxtaposing views. I think you'd like it.
No, yeah, I gotta see it. I would like to see it. Yeah, I've heard enough good things.
It's very good, and I think it was worth a theater experience. I mean, I don't think the experience is gonna be that different at home, just because it is, there's not like a whole lot of action or anything. So I wouldn't say it necessitates a theater experience, but if you happen to have the time and it be showing in a theater near you, I think it's worth the experience.
Yeah, I will definitely need to check it out. Definitely got to check it out. I haven't even seen Three Billboards though. I haven't seen that one. Never got around to it. Probably pretty overrated.
It's fine. I like I said, I think it's Martin McDonagh's weakest film, but it's all right. The kind of like a plot twist, or I don't even know what you would call it. The kind of main plot point is very fairly made fun of a lot because it's kind of dumb. The thing that like everything kind of turns on is pretty stupid. But there's some good parts in it. There's some good writing, and Peter Dinklage is great in it, and there's some good. Frances McDormand's good in it. There's good performances, but the kind of main plot thing is kind of dumb, and it's definitely his like most saccharine. Like I would say, what's interesting about Three Billboards being his last film, it's a very interesting juxtaposition to the Banshees of Inisherin, because Three Billboards is like very melodramatic and saccharine, almost to the point of being like silly, where this film is just so dark and almost depressing. It's definitely the opposite end of the spectrum. I mean, it's obviously the same director, and you can tell, but he's definitely moved from like one extreme to the other. And I think this extreme is much better than Three Billboards. I think In Bruges is still my favorite of his, but that might mostly just be a nostalgic thing at this point.
Yeah.
But this is probably, even though In Bruges is my favorite of his films, this is probably his best film.
Well, that's good. That's I'm glad to hear. I gotta check it out. I will watch it. I'm trying to see it in the theaters. They really should play at the cinema, but they're not playing some bullshit at the cinema. I watched a bit of a bit of a mid-tier film from one of your favorite directors of all time, Mr. Paul Verhoeven. Watched a mid-tier film of his.
What would you watch?
I watched a Hollow Man. Hollow Man.
Hollow Man?
Yeah, starring Kevin Bacon. It's a movie about a guy who becomes invisible, and he is terrible. He does terrible things because he's now invisible. I liked it. It's not like one of his best movies. I could see some people saying that it's terrible, but I thought it was decent. It's kind of, yeah, it's like a nice little movie about, like, obviously it's not as good as Total Recall or RoboCop or Starship Troopers, but it's still kind of a fun little movie where like Kevin Bacon, like I said, becomes invisible and he goes absolutely insane, and he goes on this horrible like rampage where he's just like fucking people up.
For what reason? Like just because he can?
Just because you can, yeah. That's it. I mean, there's obviously like more stuff to the story going on. There's like kind of like a love triangle thing. There's like an experiment, like military contract thing going on.
Of course.
As well.
Always.
I'm not going to explain any of these things, but it's funny. It's very funny, and a nice little film. Pretty, low key. And I thought like the effects are pretty good. Like the way that they kind of, I don't know, there's some weird stuff in it, but I think the way that they kind of like show people being invisible is interesting. Like they'll show like like somebody laying down on like kind of like a stretcher, and it'll be like imprinted as if like an invisible
that's
person.
cool.
Like there's some like really good effect stuff in it as usual from a Verhoeven movie, but yeah, it's like a mid-level Verhoeven movie. It's good.
Perhaps worth to watch. I mean, I've only seen two of his films, RoboCop and Total Recall, which RoboCop wasn't my favorite film in the world, but we talked about it. Total Recall's great. It's a little silly, it's a little ridiculous, but it's still great. I think that'd be enjoyable watch. I might get around to that sometime.
We probably got to watch Starship Troopers for the podcast sometime. I think like out of all of his movies, I've seen that movie more than any of his movies for some reason. Like I think I've seen it
Okay,
probably like 4 or 5, 6 times at this point.
that's a lot.
It's not my favorite of his. I would say like, RoboCop, Total Recall, Starship Troopers. But I love Starship Troopers. It's just so like it's funny and it's good and it's fun to watch. I'd also recommend his most recent movie that he came out with last year, Benedetta. Yeah, rocks. Good movie.
I remember seeing the trailers for that. It looks it's on the list.
It's a bit steamy.
Steamy. Yeah, it's pretty steamy, I've heard. Well, from you. I've heard it from you. That's steamy. Which is saying a lot because you watch some pretty steamy shit.
Yeah. I'll watch anything. And yeah, I saw Benedetta in the theater and that was good. Yeah, I recommend it. I'm on the Verhoeven train. I love him. He's a great director. His movies are out there.
They are. I think, if nothing else, his movies are very unique.
Yeah.
Which you have to respect him for. He definitely has his own vision of and great, incredible world builder. All of his worlds that he builds are just
Yeah, Starship Troopers is a good example of that as well. Yeah.
awesome. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll do it. We'll do it sometime. We'll get to it. So I went and visited my parents for 2 weeks back in Indiana, and this was like a couple of days before Halloween. Maybe it was like a day or two before Halloween. And I was working, and Mom's like, "Do you want to watch a Halloween movie?" And I'm like, "No, I gotta work. Like, I can't watch a movie right now." She's like, "I'm gonna turn on a Halloween movie." I'm like, "Okay." And apparently, my mom, who is like the sweetest lady in the world, who watches like fucking like rom-coms, like just like sweet light rom-coms. She's like, "Oh, I've seen one of the Final Destinations before." She's not sure which one she's seen. It wasn't the first one, but she's seen one of them. So she turns on the original Final Destination, which I had never seen before. We've talked about before in the podcast because I know you watched all of them not too long ago.
I watched them all in like a day or two, I think. Like I was just like
That's
they're
a
all
lot of
available.
Final Destination.
They're all very readily available and yeah.
But I watched the first one and not bad, not bad. It's you and I talked about it a little bit. It's a bit silly, a bit saccharine. Sometimes the dialogue can be like a little cringy, I guess is the best way to say it. And the performances aren't anything to die for. And the overall plot's a bit silly and perhaps it's a little melodramatic, but there's some pretty inventive deaths, which of course, is really all you ask for at the end of the day of Final Destination. I imagine this isn't the case with the others, but I think my biggest complaint with the original Final Destination, and maybe this is just because I know what Final Destination is, like I'm very aware of like the plot line. I feel like it takes too long to get into like this is how it goes, like person dies and then like all that. Like it feels like it takes like 30 minutes to get into that, which it's too long. Like I think that should be like 5 minutes in and we're into it.
I don't think I have that complaint just because like that is like an apparent thing that happens in the sequels where like everything is more streamlined now. I kind of like all the extra of talking and plots and just everybody kind of hanging out talking. I love the build up to the initial like event. I think that is done very well where he has the vision and then there's this build up and they're all running around and stuff and I don't know. I like that stuff a little bit more. I don't know. Maybe you like the sequels more just because like yeah, like those movies are way more apparent with just yeah the gimmick I guess.
Is the second movie, it still has, are there any of the original characters in the second movie?
I mean, eh, sort of like some characters kind of stick around like in the sequels, but I would say that like kind of like the core cast in each of the movies are different. I won't spoil anything. But yeah, for the most part, like there's different characters for the most part every movie.
Honestly, I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would because, like, as you know, I'm not like a huge, they're not horror movies. I don't know how you would,
And they're kind of horror. They're kind of horror
or
movies.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's like a specific genre of horror though, isn't it? It's like I don't know. I can't put it in like the same range as like a Saw or
yeah. It's
I
kind of
don't
like Saw.
know.
It's very similar to the Saw movies. Yeah,
But still haven't seen Saw. I want to see Saw still.
seen
Um,
them all.
I don't know if I can watch any of them in the first one because they seem too intense for me.
Yeah, they get pretty grisly, which I like, but
I can't. It's not the horror part. that part doesn't scare me. It's mostly the grisliness that I don't think I can I can get
You
through.
don't want to see people cut off their own stomachs and yeah.
No, no, not me. Not for me.
I'm okay with it. I like it. I find it very funny. The Final Destination sequels aren't that bad. The second and third movie are good, but you can pretty much stop after that. I would say the fourth movie is bad, and then the fifth movie is just like pretty bad. But the second and third movie are honestly, it feels like a continuation of the first movie more or less.
Did I ever talk to you that I saw Edward Scissorhands for the first time?
I don't think we talked about it. I haven't seen it. It's a big blind spot for me.
It's a Tim Burton film, which is very obvious. It has all of the kind of Tim Burton things, the kind of, emo Winona Ryder and the like perfect suburban houses. Honestly, I like the idea of the film and some of the ideas Tim Burton kind of suggests in the film more than I like the film itself. I'd never been a big Tim Burton fan. I'd seen a lot of his stuff up to before I watched Edward Scissorhands. I'd seen a lot of Edward Scissorhands before, but I finally watched Ed Wood because I found it at the library a couple months ago, which
One of the best movies ever made. I don't think you and I ever talked about that one.
I don't think we ever talked about Ed Wood. We should talk about Ed Wood. I think that's a better conversation.
It was one of the greatest movies ever made. And it's probably the best Tim Burton movie.
By far the best Tim Burton movie. It's probably Johnny Depp's best performance.
He's so good. He's so fucking funny. We don't have a permit. Run.
Such a funny film. Such a beautiful film. The cinematography is incredible. All performances are great. And just an inspiring story, right, about filmmaking and being a filmmaker, even though like this guy's career is kind of I don't know, maybe depressing is not the right word.
Well, he did die a penniless drunk. So
Yeah, so I guess it is a bit depressing. But I mean, he did the thing he loved more than anything else, right? He made movies.
well, my next one will be better. It's the worst thing you've ever seen. Well, my next one will be better.
I guess it is depressing, but there is something and I think Tim Burton, really lays heavy on this, which is like there's something really inspiring about the story of Ed Wood, which of course in the movie, right, he parallels with Orson Welles' career, right? It's kind of his hero Orson Welles also died, right? This kind of like having to do like these cheap, well, I mean it's a little different, but right, he ended up having to live with like his friends like in their basement.
And Ed Wood, he ended up like having to make like pornos and stuff like that. And I think Orson Welles I think ended up working with a lot of people who made pornos or shot them.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I think that's one of my favorite scenes in the movie is when Ed Wood meets with Orson Welles, because it's interesting to watch those kind of parallel paths. And Orson Welles, right, he, even though he went through all of these, kind of had like a shitty career in the way Ed Wood did, is still known as the Orson Welles, right? Everyone knows him as Orson Welles, where Ed Wood, on the other hand.
Yeah. And I've heard that like some of Ed Wood's movies, like Glen or Glenda, and even Plan 9 from Outer Space, I've heard those movies are actually like not bad. Like people, like obviously, like Ed Wood has this reputation of being like the worst director who has made the worst movies, but I've heard that like those early films of his are like not like bad movies. I've heard they have a lot of heart.
I've never seen any of his films. After watching Ed Wood, I would really love to see his films. I think they're pretty easy. I'm sure they're probably not hard to find. They're probably pretty easy.
Yeah, you could probably find them on YouTube, honestly.
Yeah, probably. I doubt there's any copyright in any of those films. I think
And
they'd be.
Glen or Glenda honestly has a subject matter that is very ahead of its time, honestly.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'd be really interested to see some of his work. Yeah, Edward Scissorhands is not as good.
I'm also a big fan, honestly, of his first movie that he ever directed, Pee Wee's Big Adventure.
I've never seen it.
It's a great comedy movie. It's just a really good, like funny, like slappy, like just silly movie. Like it's legitimately like a great movie. I haven't seen any Pee Wee shit. I don't know much about the character. I haven't seen the show or any other movies, but the movie's really good. It's honestly up there for me in terms of Tim Burton's movies.
Wow, that's big words. I know people love their Tim Burton.
He's a hack now. I mean, like his late career is just like completely just it's hacky.
Everything after the year 2000. I don't think he's done anything good.
Yeah.
It's been trash. Sweeney Todd's trash. Those Alice in Wonderland movies are trash.
Not really a big fan of the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Yeah.
People really like that movie for some reason, but I've never really been I've never really identified it with it too much, especially compared to the original.
Yeah, I think there's definitely like when it first came out, people didn't like it, but I think there was definitely a resurgence of people who kind of enjoyed it. I don't know. I think there's something intriguing about it. I don't really love his Charlie and Chocolate Factory, but I do kind of like some of the storylines that he has in his film that, of course, aren't in the original. And there's no Cheer Up Charlie, so there is the advantage of
But
that.
there's a lot of songs in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and none of them are very memorable or interesting.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Can you name me a tune from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? Can you hum me something?
Oompa Loompa, oopity doo.
But that's from the original movie. They probably do. Yeah, they probably do play that song in the new one too. Yeah.
The only thing I can remember about the movie, I remember the scene really well. He's like walking around and it's showing like all these different flags, right? Like suggesting like he's traveling the world and he's just like in a museum. It's a great scene. It's a genuinely funny scene. And I think about that scene a lot. And it's probably one of like only two scenes I remember from that movie. It's like that scene and then like the scene early on where he has like that like big braces headset and he wants to eat chocolate.
I rewatched it recently and I still didn't like it, but maybe I'm a little too harsh on it. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. I don't know. I'm such a big fan of the first movie that like I don't know. It's just maybe a little harder for me.
When I was a kid, I watched that. That was like my sick movie. Whenever I get sick, I'd watch Charlie and Chocolate Factory.
I watch the movie all the time.
Oh yeah, I've seen it so many times. The OG, it's great. Gene Wilder, incredible. I think if I saw something new, not new, but like for the first time with Gene Wilder in it, maybe not. I don't know. I watched Young Frankenstein for Halloween, as we do every year.
The movie's all right. I like that movie, but I was never like a big fan. Like I watched it for the first time not too long ago, and I thought it was good, but I'm not like super gung ho about it. I don't know. I don't know what it is.
I think it's probably one of my favorite Mel Brooks films. I really like Gene Wilder in that film.
I don't know why. I think I like Blazing Saddles more. I don't know why.
Yeah, I mean Blazing Saddles is good. I think I've seen Blazing Saddles a lot.
Yeah, me too.
I don't think I love Blazing Saddles as much as I used to. I think if I'm going to go Mel Brooks, I think I'm going to go with Young Frankenstein, honestly. No, producers. Definitely producers.
Producers is good. I'm still Blazing Saddles all the way though. I still find that movie really funny. I shoot with this hand, like it's so good.
It is. It's really good. Are you going to go see the Fablemans?
Yeah, I will. I will. I'll go see it. I'll go see the Fablemans. I'm definitely going to go see it. 2.5 hours. There's too many like movies to go out and see. Honestly, it's like
It's that time of the year, man.
I know it's the time
All
of
the
the
good
year. I
movies
mean,
come out.
you got Fablemans, yeah, Banshees. I kind of missed
I see the new Avatar.
I new Avatar. I kind of missed the boat on Tar, which I feel a little disappointed about, but that's okay. I'll see it again. I'll see it soon enough. I'm not gonna go see that Menu movie. Decision to Leave, Triangle of Sadness. That's another movie I don't think I'll see in theaters, but the new Luca Guadagnino movie, which once again, I don't know if I'll see that in theaters, probably not. But yeah, Fablemans,
Gotta see it in theaters.
gotta see it in theaters. Yeah, gotta see it in theaters. It's about him and his weird parents.
I mean, he finally does the thing because that's all of his movies, right? They're all about his divorce. He finally made the movie.
Good job.
Good job, Steven Spielberg. You did it.
It's probably pretty good. I've seen a lot of mixed reviews, but what were we gonna say? Sorry.
I was just gonna say that I saw that David Lynch plays John Ford, and I want to see the movie just for that reason, for no other reason, because that sounds awesome.
I wonder. I heard the Steven Spielberg when we did our John Ford. When we talked about My Darling Clementine, I did see like that Bogdanovich documentary where Steven Spielberg tells a story about meeting John Ford. I wonder if it's the same thing that happens.
Oh, probably. Yeah.
It's probably the same story, and he puts it in there. I'm gonna go see Fablemans. Honestly, it's probably a good movie. Like,
I mean, it's Spielberg. It's not going to be bad.
I don't think it's gonna be bad either. I think it's gonna be interesting and good and nice and probably pretty sad because he's all bent out of shape, but his parents and I'm gonna peep it.
I'll see it in theaters. I used to not be a Spielberg fan, but I've grown to really like Spielberg. So
He's got so many movies. It's like I don't know. It's kind of hard. You haven't even seen Jurassic Park yet, I don't think.
still haven't seen Jurassic Park. It's always on the list.
You should just not see it. You should just go your whole life never seeing it. I just think that would be funny if you just never saw it.
I mean, honestly, at this point, that might be the case.
Well, there's still some I haven't seen. Like I still haven't seen Schindler's List. Like that's the one big Spielberg I still haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I know people love Schindler's List, and we've talked about it a bit before. Personally, I think they kind of like there's always the problem of like making a Holocaust movie and that whole thing, but then also like I don't think it'd be nearly as celebrated as if it wasn't a Holocaust film. I think it's not bad at all.
Yeah, it's probably suitable.
I'd rather watch like Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah, honestly, you're right. Like, honestly, people can talk about how great Schindler's List all they want, but at the end of the day, people want to see Jurassic Park, Jaws, Catch Me If You Can, the first Indiana Jones movie. Like, that's just how it is.
Yeah, Jaws is great. Indiana Jones is good.
The only other thing I watched a really funny movie called Man on a Ledge, which sucked. That was a funny movie.
Okay, funny like purposely funny or funny because it was bad.
Wait, sorry, 1 second.
While you do your thing, I'm gonna read the synopsis for Man on a Ledge. You can only push an innocent man so far. An ex-cop turned con threatens to jump to his death from a Manhattan hotel rooftop. The NYPD dispatch a female police psychologist to talk him down. However, unbeknownst to the police on the scene, the suicide attempt is a cover for the biggest diamond heist ever pulled.
Sorry, my headphones died, I think, or like
What happened?
something happened with them. I don't know. Anyway, I watched Man on a Ledge. It's a really funny movie. You should watch it. It's really bad.
It looks bad.
It's just like a really badly made like heist. Well, like just like a really badly made like Inside Man type movie. Sucks.
This guy's only made 3 films. Asger Leth, and it looks like he made them all back to back. I know nothing about this filmmaker, and apparently Letterboxd knows almost nothing about this filmmaker.
It's a famous movie.
How did you find this film?
Man on a Ledge. It has like 40,000 people have watched it. Have on Letterboxd. Like it's not like an obscure movie. It has like stars in it.
Yeah, but like, how did you decide to watch this movie? Like, what was the?
I don't know. I was just on Netflix and I was just like, I want to watch something. Yeah, it wasn't a good movie. It was just like a really like not good movie, but it's really funny. One good movie I will say that I watched that's kind of similar, Cellular, which is a movie directed by this guy named David Ellis, who actually directed the Final Destination 2 and 4. He also directed this movie called Cellular, which the story was written by one of my favorite. The reason why I watch it, it's the story was created by one of my favorite film writers, Larry Cohen, whose films we featured on the show, of course. And yeah, 2004, very 2004 movie starring Chris Evans. Jason Statham's in it. He's the antagonist. William H. Macy is in it. He's good. It's just like a really fun, kind of high octane movie with a nice concept that I think wraps around really fun. And it's a little vulgar. And I do recommend that movie. It was a good movie. There's not a ton to say about it, except that it's just like kind of a nice 90-minute 2004 kind of action thriller movie with, dirtbag humor. It's good.
Black Caesar was incredible, so I would love to see some more writing by Larry Cohen.
I will say that it is nothing like Black Caesar.
Well, yeah, I kind of figured.
It's the screenplay actually isn't by him. The story's by him. So on Letterboxd it says he's a writer, but when you look at the credits on Cellular, it says story by, and the screenplay is by some guy who writes for all the Fast and Furious movies. So, but it's suitable. I think the concept is good enough. It's good. But that's pretty much it in terms of my movie watching lately. Like I said, I'm gonna try to pick it back up.
Yeah, same. I've only watched 3 movies this month. No, 4. I watched 4 movies this month. The one we just talked about, Final Destination, Hotel Transylvania 2, which I watched with my little sister, and Banshees of Inisherin. But that's it. I mean, I need to get back on my game. I need to get back into this shit. But the movie theater, the sound system's being put up this weekend. So come Monday, I mean, all the chairs are set up. Come Monday, like we'll officially like be able to watch movies in there. So I'm excited. I'm pumped. It's gonna be good.
Did you watch Jurassic Park?
What should that be the first movie I watch in the theater?
I don't know. Just put on something you like, I guess.
I turned on The Shining the other day, but we didn't. There was no sound, but still, it looks good. So I don't know. I mean, obviously, the first film we're gonna play at the theater is Playtime,
Right.
which I think I think it's the perfect choice for a first film. I mean, you can't get better than Shrek to T. So
Podcast episode we did.
yeah, go listen to it.
Yeah.
So, well, I think that's pretty much it then.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Then until we meet again.
Cool. Thank you.